Welcome back to my Road to Completion guide for Dark Souls 3. This is episode 28, and the first item we want to pick up is a ring. Notice we get to the fork in the road here, we take a left, go up this path. There's going to be a lot of enemies up here. Go ahead and cast Hidden Body. There's the item right there. It's going to be the Ashen Estus ring. It's going to be your 96 ring out of 107. And the only thing that we need to do at this point is head toward the next boss fight. Once you guys make it to the arena, go ahead and set up a save. I have two strategies for this fight. One's more aggressive and the other one's a little bit more defensive. You guys can pick whichever method works best for you, but I'll tell you more about that once we get there. So this is a repeat boss fight from the beginning of the game, except this time around the boss is a lot more aggressive. So notice what I'm doing here, switching out the Lingering Dragon Crest ring +2 with the Magic Clutch ring. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself all my magic back, give myself full HP, see that? Then I'm gonna go in two-hand my staff, make sure that I'm buffed before I go into the fog gate. Now I want you guys to notice where I run to. There's one set of steps here, here's the second set of steps, and boom, I stop. See that? And I start backing up. See how much distance I have on this enemy? You want to try to keep this amount of spacing in this fight as long as possible, so you can do maximum damage. The closer you get to the enemy, the more aggressive he's going to be. So as you're backing up, right, getting yourself close to that fog gate, he's going to of course be getting closer to you, and he's going to become aggressive anyway. But if you can try to keep that spacing as long as possible, you guys can do maximum damage before he gets close and starts to want to attack you, right? You also don't want to get down there in the water with him too early because he's going to become aggressive that way too. The stopping at the bottom of the second set of stairs is so important, okay? And then notice what we're doing here, just making sure that we're only casting Crystal Soul Spear when we feel like we have enough distance on this enemy, constantly back rolling so we can catch those iframes, and that's the fight. So it can go really quick if you guys want to get in there and be super aggressive with this fight. Again, it's going to take the Magic Clutch ring, try to get as much damage on this enemy as possible before it starts attacking you and crowding you up by the fog gate. But if you guys can do maximum damage there at the beginning of the fight, that's going to make that fight extremely easy. Now, if you guys want to take more of a defensive approach to this fight, this is what you want to consider, okay? You have two rings in your inventory now. I equipped one of them here, the Ring of Favor +2. You're going to have another ring called Steel Protection, okay? Ring of Favor is going to give you guys more HP and more stamina. So if you're finding that that's the issue you're having with this fight, then you want to equip that ring. The fight's going to last a lot longer. You're going to have to roll a lot more and stuff like that because you're not going to be doing as much damage on the front end of the fight. See how I've only done maybe about 25% damage to this boss, whereas before in strategy 1 we almost had this boss dead at this point. So that is the major drawback for using strategy number 2. Okay, the fight's gonna last a lot longer. You guys know my policy on boss fights when it comes to Dark Souls, especially if you're a beginner player. The longer the fight lasts, the worse shape you're gonna be in. Okay, we want to get in there and kill the boss as quick as possible. So I encourage you guys to use strategy number 1, but if you're worried about your health, you're worried about your stamina, throw on the Ring of Favor +2, and that's going to help you guys out a bit, especially if you want to, control the fight a little bit more, be a little bit more defensive, then that's the strategy. Now, if you're strictly concerned about damage, because this boss does a ton of damage when he hits you with his weapon, throw on the Steel Protection ring instead of the Ring of Favor +2. That's going to allow you guys to take more hits in this fight. So you got to determine which one of these methods works best for you. Now, if you guys are curious about which strategy I would recommend you guys using, it's going to be strategy number 1. Throw on the Magic Clutch ring, get in there, do as much damage as possible, and don't let the fight drag on, because like I told you guys before, if you're a beginner player, the longer the fights last, I feel like the worse shape you're going to be in, right? So get in there and do that damage. You have that safety save. That's why I have that set up for you guys. So I would go in there with a Magic Clutch ring and make it happen. But if you're just having problems or you want to try something new, then I wanted to show you guys a different strategy for this boss fight. Remember, you can use the Ring of Favor +2 or the Steel Protection Ring, and that's going to help you guys in various ways. Again, the Ring of Favor is going to give you guys more health, more stamina if you need that. The Steel Ring of Protection is going to give you guys more defense if you're just worried about taking shots. And you can also mix and match these strategies. So if you want to not put on the Magic Clutch Ring, you want to go in there with the the Steel Protection Ring. See what I mean, in slot number 3, but you still want to be aggressive, you can do that. You can get those cheap shots in at the beginning of the fight. You're not going to do quite as much damage, but it'll be close. And then when he comes up there and boxes you in by the fog gate and starts hitting you and you have to roll around him and stuff like that, he's not going to be doing as much damage. So you guys can mix and match the rings and the strategies to figure out which one works best for you. The reason why I wanted to put multiple strategies in for this particular boss fight is because when I run through these games and I'm capturing gameplay, I want to play like a beginner. See what I mean? And when I did that, I found that I died more to this boss than any other boss in the entire game. So I wanted to make sure you guys have plenty of strategies to choose from there. Notice what we're going to do here. Cast Hidden Body, run past the knight. Remember, you do want to keep your distance from the knights. Just because you don't want them to pick up on your location, right? If you get too close, they're going to know where you are. So keep your distance, but go ahead and cast Hidden Body. We're going to come over here, grab the Hornet Ring. That's going to be your 97th ring out of 107. Now, if you guys noticed, as soon as I picked up the Hornet Ring, the knight hit me. Okay, he's going to hit you every time. You guys can kill him if you want to, and then you don't have to worry about him hitting you after you pick up the Hornet Ring. In all my practice attempts, he always hits me, but he never knocks me off the cliff. But just in case, and you guys can go back and look at the gameplay, after we defeated that boss, we set up a safety save. I don't think I brought it up in the commentary, but if you guys set up a safety save, in the event that he knocks you off the cliff, you'll be able to, have your souls and all that stuff, because the safety save, you guys can just load back in and you'll be good to go, right? So we wanted to pick up the Ring of Steel Protection +1 to the right of that tower. You guys already have the Ring of Steel Protection +2 in your inventory, which is what you could have used in that previous boss fight. Then we're going to come over here and grab the Life Ring +3, and that's going to be your 99th ring out of 107. After you guys have the Life Ring +3, we're just going to walk off this platform. You'll see the bonfire down there. Take a right. There's going to be a wall, but it's fake, so you can hit it with your staff or roll through it. And then you guys are going to walk off this platform and pick up the Eyes of a Fire Keeper. So now we just want to make it through the fake wall, down the tunnel. We have an appointment with the Shrine Handmaid, but this time I'm not going to make you guys sell a bunch of stuff. I know that's been the routine for this entire playthrough and buying things from her. At this point, we want to kill her because we want to pick up another ring. So just pull out your long sword. You want to kill her and pick up the Priestess Ring, and that's going to be your 100th ring. Perfect. Once you guys have the Priestess Ring, go ahead and use a Homeward Bone and travel back to Firelink Shrine. Okay, once you guys make it back to Firelink Shrine, we're just going to head over, talk to the Fire Keeper. We want to get through some dialogue here with her so we can set up the last ending for this game. So make sure that you guys choose option 2, give Eyes of a Fire Keeper, select yes. You're going to have some dialogue here, and then she's going to give you 3 choices: level up, talk, or leave. Make sure you guys select talk, okay? We have a lot of dialogue to get through with her. Now she's going to give you 2 more options here. She's going to ask you to either wish for a world without flame or decline. You have to choose the top option. Wish for a world without flame. Perfect. Have some more dialogue here. And then she's going to give you 3 more choices: level up, talk, or leave. You guys have to make sure that you select talk again. Now once this dialogue is over with, you guys can go ahead and level up. Take your endurance to +31. And once you guys are done leveling up, go ahead and fast travel over to the Profaned Capital and set up a safety save.
Very well. Then touch the darkness with it. Take nourishment from these sovereigns. Farewell, Ashen One. Mayst thou thy...
So at this point, we have a little bit of backtracking that we need to do. You guys have 3 coals in your inventory now. We need 4. Once we get all 4 coals, we can talk to Andre and grab another trophy for you guys. So we're just going to do a little bit of backtracking here. Go back into the prison. Let's climb this tall ladder, take a right. You guys will know where you are in just a second. If you guys remember this long bridge, there used to be an enemy that would drop down. Of course, we were coming from the other direction. We're going to come up here, take a left. I think the enemy just hit behind us. You saw the screen shake. But if you keep running, you'll be fine. No need to cast Hidden Body there. And once you get in this next area, you guys are going to want to cast Hidden Body to avoid these enemies as much as possible. Okay, take a right. Going through the tunnel. And then there's going to be a right up here that you can take into this little prison through the cage there. Just open it up, and then directly ahead is going to be the item. That's going to be the Profaned Coal. That's going to be your 4th coal out of 4. Now we can just exit this cell. Go ahead and cast Hidden Body again because it's probably wearing off at this point. Take a left, and then when you guys get to the end here, there's going to be some stairs on the right. It's like that. Just do a little U-turn there. Go all the way down to the end. There's going to be another cage you guys can open up. Make sure you're always casting Hidden Bodies so these enemies don't follow you into this room. If they do, just save and quit out, right? We just want to talk to this NPC. So there's one talk prompt. You guys see that? You're going to get another one here in a second. So there's 2 talk prompts. Just make sure you hit X both times. There's the second one. Okay. And then you're going to get some dialogue choices here. Make sure you guys select the very first one, offer help.
This is a land of monstrosities.
There it is, offer help. And then you're going to get some other dialogue options here. You want to choose save her nonetheless. That's going to be enough to move her over to Firelink Shrine. See that? Save her nonetheless. Just get through the rest of her dialogue and she should disappear. Alright, once she leaves, you guys can go ahead and heal up if you need to, cast Hidden Body. We're just going to leave this cell. We're going to take a left and follow the path all the way through. There's going to be 2 sets of stairs coming up. So here's one set here. And then there's going to be another set coming up on the right. You see that? Just follow those sets of steps and then boom, there's a lift. You don't want to take the lift all the way to the top. Notice I turn around. I face the entrance. I'm just waiting to see that. Boom, I roll off the edge. Notice the elevator keeps going. You don't want to take it all the way to the top. That's going to be your next miracle lightning blade. And then we're going to come over here and use the Path of the Dragon gesture. So you guys want to hit left on the left side of your touchpad, okay, to pull up your gestures. And then notice it gives you the triangle prompt there to switch. It's got square, circle. I'm sorry, X, circle, square, triangle. Make sure you guys switch out Path of the Dragon, standing in the bottom right hand side of the screen, with any of the gestures on top. It doesn't have to be the first gesture. And then go ahead and see where it says test now by hitting square. Just make sure that Path of the Dragon is highlighted. Press square. You guys will sit down. There'll be a little cutscene, and then you'll be teleported over here to a new area called Archdragon Peak, and that's going to be enough to pop your next trophy. And there it is, guys, Archdragon Peak. That should be your 33rd trophy if you guys are following the guide correctly. We'll continue down this path. There's going to be some steps up here. We're going to take those steps. Then I think there's another set of steps. There's going to be a gate in front of you guys with a switch to the left of the gate. We're not going to worry about that for now. Here's the first set of steps. See the gate up there? And then there's a switch to the left. Don't worry about that for now. Just take a left. There's a hidden path over here. I want you guys to go ahead and cast a Homing Crystal Soul Mass, because sometimes when you come around this corner, because there's an enemy down here, you want to be set up to kill him first. You can cast Hidden Body as well, and you can use your Crystal Soul Spear as a backup just in case. There's the Lightning Clutch Ring. That's going to be your that's going to be ring number 101, and then we're going to come over here, open up the gate, and then set up a safety save. And that's going to wrap up this episode. I'll see you guys right back here in episode 29. You guys be good.